All right. Believe we are live, and we've had off. Looks like Dunedin has the ball at their own 45 after a 10-yard pickup by Bob Greasy. Another short gain puts him at Erie 37 right out of the gates. So we think we just joined this a couple plays in. I should let the world know we have this broadcast going. Stand by. Okay. So another 15 yards. Bob Greasy on the flat pass. First down incompletion. Makes it 2nd and 10 from the Erie 22. Dunedin came back with a sub-500 record through most of the season, and with a really nice 1-2 punch on running and passing. Came back and finished 9 and 7. Hits the dreaded 5 on second down. We'll give him a 3rd and 10 from the Erie 22. Erie had been plugging away a couple games or so above 500 the whole way and held on for their 9 and 7 record as well. Short pass, Frank Lewis, not double teamed. No blitz coming. It's picked off. 4 men in zone. Good defense. Results in the interception. And just like that, a near red zone threat, not quite, falls and falters. And Erie takes control for their first possession. Steve Bartkowski at quarterback. Bartkowski has one of the bottom half cards in the set. And credit to Erie for making that work. What's nice about Bartkowski is low INTs, relatively anyway, for this set. He can throw short fairly decently, and he's got the long guessed wrong 7. If you can do some run calls, that's how you can get some yards with Bartkowski. Flat pass weak, but at least he has the double team 7 complete for 7 yards. Linebuck guessed right, gets 10 yards thanks to the block. Of the center. So first down. Out to the 27. Short pass to Reggie Rucker. Guessed run. So falls on that low INT. And that'll bring us 2nd and 10. Stepping away for just a second here. All right, we are back, and we have a third down sack, which pushes Erie back to the 19. A big punt breaks up some field position issues, so therefore Dunedin starts at the 29 for their second possession. Harper, very good runner. Can induce some run calls. There's an end run to Harper. He gets 8. Take a look at the card. Just littered with short gains on the end run. And the 19 sits in there too as well. So definitely can draw some run cards, and then increases the second best quarterback card in the set. So it's an excellent run pass dynamic. Calhoun can also run the ball pretty well. Let's take a look at Don Calhoun here. Plenty of opportunity. Third and short. So you got to guess right against this squad, or you'll be in trouble. Can't really rely on guessing run or pass consistently. Guesses correctly and loses the yard. 4th and 4. Dunedin gives up the ball. Chases Erie back to the 16. 9-yard return. And Erie starts out at 25. Second possession for Erie. First one, I believe, got to the second or third series of downs before being stopped. Catches the 3 guessed right on Borkowski's card, a flat pass to get 19. Nice little break there. Gets 19 yards after the 44. Look at the defensive matchups. Erie sits at good and good. Long pass, Rucker, guessed wrong. Complete for 28. And I believe Dunedin is average. Yeah. Doesn't really matter there. Receiver reading, pretty much universal. Is universal on 6-0-1 man. Makes a nice call of a short yardage, but still gets 3 yards. As some of the weak defensive ratings of Dunedin show up there, make it 2nd and 7 instead of a 2nd and 11. Off tackle Sims guessed wrong. 16 yards for Erie. Brings him up to the 9. First and goal from the 9 in extreme circumstance. Don't have the tendencies here to take a look at. This is a nice little test of it. Comes out in the pro set, not full house, out from the 9. Makes sense. Line buck. Short gain. Coulter scores. Erie out to the 6-0 lead. Nice drive. Highlighted by the long pass guessed wrong, complete for 28. Going for 2. David Sims scores. 8-0 Erie. That's a big extra point, meaning extra point from 7 to 8. Dunedin will start their third possession from their own 30. Haven't seen Greasy really open it up yet. Greasy can throw at all 3 levels. Long pass to Lewis. There he does. Double teamed. That stops the long gain. The correct double team call. 2nd and 10. Long pass again to Chandler. One man is back. That's going to stop anything from happening. So Erie anticipating, just like we were wondering if Dunedin was going to open up a bit, Erie anticipating as well and playing it well, causing a quick trip to third down here, trying to prevent a 3 and out. Flat pass to Cunningham. It's going to be difficult to get 10 here. Doesn't. 4th and 2 upcoming. And Dunedin will go for it from their own 38. Rolling the dice, so to speak. Plenty of options here. Facing that 4 nose tackle, that opens up some things down low. Greasy, of course, has the flat pass card to do what's necessary. They always try to sneak it up over the top as well, but it seemed pretty risky from their own 38 to do that. But it seems pretty risky to run this play at all, so hey, why not? Flat pass to Francis. One man there, 7-yard pickup. Reese's excellent flat pass right card comes into play twice. Picks up 15 yards on 3rd and 4th down combined to give Dunedin the first down out to 45. Off tackle, guessed wrong. Harper can be damaged here. Does not. Only gets 2. 2nd and 8. And run, Calhoun is guessed right. And just gets 2 yards there. So 3rd and 6, well within range of a flat pass completion for a first down here. Facing 3-4, no blitz. Short pass to Francis. He's double teamed. Incomplete. 4th and 6 from the 49. If you're going to go for it before, wouldn't see why you wouldn't do it here. 3 wide, 1 fullback. Gets him out of the 3-4. Into the 3-3-5. Helps with the flat pass. Most of those flat pass hits will get 6 yards. So it's a matter of guessing the right receiver here. Goes short. 4 men in zone. Less likely, incomplete. Mario Clark breaks it up. Would have been complete to most flat pass zones as well, I believe, against those linebackers. Erie takes over at midfield. Showing a blitz on first down, which is against the rules. Let's see what happens here. Nothing. Sims gets 44 yards on the Snake Eyes. And just like that, Erie poised to take a 2-score lead. Full house shows up starting from the 5-yard line. Here's the call. Linebucker. Guessed right. Gets 5 yards, guessed right. Touchdown, Erie. 14-0. Let's go for 1 here. Brennan nails it. 15-0. Erie. 14:06 left in the second. Harper takes it out to the 38. There's some big guessed wrong yards for Erie. The long pass on the first touchdown drive. The run here where he hits the Snake Eyes for 44. Dunedin needs to produce some guessed wrong calls too. A little bit more difficult when you're down 15-0. But it's still early. Long pass to Chandler. Man in zone. Greasy doesn't have money and hits on his card. It doesn't hurt you. They're sort of looking for a defensive card hit. 2nd and 10. And run, guess wrong. Here comes Harper. Lots of short gains, but goes to defensive card and only gets 2, so 3rd and 8. Erie avoiding Harper's card on a guess wrong situation. Comes out in the pro set up against a nickel. Off tackle from the Dunedin 40, only gets a yard. That might force a punt here. Let's see. Greasy can hit this flat. Yeah, so he's gonna give Greasy a shot here. So Greasy, who am I on here? Oh, not Greasy. Greasy gets 7. Oh, only on the 5 and 6, not the 7. That's a bit of an issue. Yeah, that forces him to throw short. He's sacked. Big 4th down turnover. Maybe more yards to come. 12-yard loss. Dunedin takes it on the chin as Erie takes possession after 29. Looking pass, Kotar gets 6. 2nd and 4. This game could get out of hand fast. They'll come up with some defensive breaks here. 1st down and 10 now inside the red zone. So likely to get some points. Field goal matters. That would take us from 2 to 3 possessions. Getting nice yards on 1st down. 2nd and 3 from the 10. Flat pass still in play. Linebuck, guessed wrong, gets 7 yards. 1st and goal from the 3. Full house look. Linebuck, guessed wrong. Nice play by the linebacker on the 5 reading. Second and goal. Linebuck guessed wrong again. 3 yards down to the 1. 3rd and goal from the 1. Big play here. Knowing that a field goal is likely to be attempted if he can't get through. Markowski pushes it over. Touchdown Erie. 21-0. Expect another kick here. We do. Brenneman makes it. It is 22-0 halfway through the 2nd quarter. Let's see, just to verify it here. Yep, Erie will get the ball in the 3rd quarter to make matters worse for the Dunedin. Off tackle break to Bruce Harper. He gets only a yard. Not finding the hits on his card when he even gets to his card. 2nd and 9. The long road back here for Dunedin. And what do? How do you play it? I think that's the right way. You gotta stick with your run. Be patient. Don't go out there and throw a bunch of guessed right interceptions. Got to move those chains. Probably going to need some help. Probably need a fortuitous role on defense. Get a turnover or 2 to make it happen, but got to hope that happens. Keep your head down and just work your way down the field. Of course, you'll be opportunistic. Look for some big chunks when you can, but these runs, certainly agree with these runs, not resulting in big yardage, but they are resulting in guest run opportunities. 2nd and 7. This time, Harper hits for 16, up to the 43. Correctly called end run, loses 3 yards, 2nd and 13. You don't want to get to 4 scores. You may not take chances too close to midfield early on in the game in terms of fourth down attempts. Off tackle to Harper. Guessed wrong. Gets caught on the 5. That's a pound the table sort of moment. Cunningham just gets to 39. Got a joiner here. Hey, Dennis.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on is 22-0 currently.
Erie's putting the hurt on him. Hey, make sure you put it back to full screen.
Will do. Thank you.
In StreamYard.
So it has been rough going for Dunedin. I don't know if you've been watching the game at all.
I have not. I've been in a meeting, and I've got another meeting at 10, so I'm just here for a short time.
Dunedin drove the ball down right to the red zone. Long pass wrong here. Incomplete. On the first possession, Dunedin basically got to the red zone before throwing a pick on the defensive card. And ever since then, it's been a tilted field. Erie's just been able to get a couple nice guessed wrong big gains. One on a long pass guessed wrong, and then another on a 44-yard run guessed wrong on Snake Eyes. And that set them up for a couple other scores. Then a failed fourth down on a sack put them in another position for their third touchdown. So Dunedin's been pretty aggressive on fourth downs up toward midfield right from the get-go, from being down 8-0, and it has not paid off so far. Here, getting close to the half, with Erie getting the ball in the third quarter, it's pretty important to try to put a lid on this from Dunedin's perspective. You don't want to go down 4 scores. And 25 would push you there, of course. And Erie sits at 22. Second and 10. 5 yards. Eking their way in their own territory out to the 32. Seems unlikely now that we've got anything except I don't think these running backs have the chops. So, yeah, he's going to take a knee. Now 1.5. $182 yards for Erie to Dunedin's 88. $12 to 6 on first downs. 50% to 14% in third down. Pretty clean sheet for Erie. Second and 11 from 28. What do you do here, Dennis? You're Dunedin? Work your way back.
You just need to run your normal offense right now. How would you normally move down the field and score? He likes to use that David Sims card. Bartkowski, short and flat. I wouldn't panic and go deep all the time, but I think that's he's going 3 wide. Bartkowski does have a decent flat pass, right?
Not really. I mean, he can hit on 7, but otherwise blanks. He's best at short.
Oh, he's going 3 wide because it's 3rd and 10. That's an important part. Now, and in situations like this, I might go for it. 4th and 3.
Oh no, this is Erie has the ball, and they're the ones who are up.
Oh, gotcha.
They're likely to, and he gets a nice punch, 59 yards. Nice.
Well, he got what he as from Dunedin's standpoint, he got what he needed. He got to stop. Oh, he's already used up all of Bryce Harper's carries?
Yeah, he used them a lot, and it was really nice. He was getting a lot of guessed wrong opportunities and just was not hitting. And with Harper kind of exhausted here, we're going to see more Calhoun, I assume, pretty soon. There's Bryant shows up in the backfield. We didn't see him very much in the regular season. Not as powerful as the others, but not a major problem either. And there, boom, he hits his 26-yard long gain.
There you go.
Gets him out to midfield. And I'd agree. You want to keep the chains moving at least at this early stage. I hope you can get it down to 2 scores by the time the third quarter ends. That's very manageable to make that happen. And then maybe if you have the ball at the third quarter end down 2 scores, well, you're in it. Score and stop. You're in it.
Yep. And in the regular season, Dunedin beat Erie 37-26. So they put up 37 points against them in the regular season. So there is hope. In that game, Bob Greasy threw 3 touchdowns, 16-25 for 198. And Harper, Bryant, and Calhoun all had decent games.
Mm-hmm. Greasy's got a fantastic card. Flat and short, very strong. Long pass, you can throw it without fear of INT. Of course, he has some, but he's not going to hurt you. I mean, you need to get the defensive card to really do damage, but he's not going to hurt you. Flat pass here gets 9 yards. The best flat pass cards in the game. 2nd and 1 now. We're seeing Bryant with Sam Bam Cunningham as opposed to Calhoun. Bryant getting again. Can't get past the linebacker. So that flips the script a little bit from a first down to a third down situation. Cutting it to 19 points doesn't do much for him at this stage. I think anything inside contain is probably a guaranteed go for it in your territory. Here's Calhoun. Draw. Guessed wrong. Pulls that off, but finds the 5. Oh, heartbreaking. Nicely called. It's been the case, as you'd imagine, when you're down 22-0, you're usually not getting the rolls. That's the case there. 4th and 3, going for it. It's the right call as we near halfway through the third. Flat pass, guessed right. 1 man in zone. Gets the 3 yards on the defender reading as Francis faces a 4-strong safety. And a 5
Nice
back. Ekes that out.
Keeps hope alive.
Off tackle Bryant. Guessed wrong. Gets 4. And true up Bryant, he's probably going to draw less run calls from the D, especially in this situation. Almost guaranteed to be running him wrong. Calhoun might draw some run calls there. 2nd and 6. There you go. Calhoun draws the run call. Short pass, guessed wrong. Big opportunity. Gets 14, down to the 12. Bryant stays in the game. Bryant also does not fumble. That's a nice little bonus. Greasy in a very effective flat pass spot here from the 12. Lots of double teaming. Guessed wrong. The guard makes the block. John Hanna. Hall of Famer, I believe. 2nd and 3. Full house shows up.
This is a great situation. 2nd and 3, and you can still get a first down. Just got to punch it in. And he goes for the pass. That works too. When you got a card like that, when you got a quarterback card like that, you can do that.
Well, he's more courageous than me. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. I'd be afraid of short pass 4 men.
Yeah, there were so many chances there to move it in 2nd and 3 from the 4 or whatever it was, so, or from the 5.
Works out. Going for 2, of course.
I like this. Let's find out right away what you're going to need to do. Don't wait till the last touchdown to score a 2-point conversion. Just get it done.
Crosses him up again, but this time Greasy finds the blank.
You still have 2 more chances to make up that 2-point conversion, so you can get 14 and then 22 by making 2-point plays on the next 2 touchdowns. First things first, though, he needs to stop. Still a 3-score game.
Yeah, with 5:06 left, he's likely going to need some sort of roll to go his way here as far as turnovers go. Can't control that, though. Well, you can, of course, control it a little bit, but snap, fumble, that sort of thing. 5 yards. Barkowski, a 6.3 snap fumble, which is definitely in the better half of the starting QBs in this league, I believe, anyway, or very close to it. Not a big threat to fumble. Completes for 7 yards with 2 men in the flat pass zone, so there was a interception opportunity. But Barkowski finds a way around his many flat pass right blanks to get 7 yards. Quickly moving now up to midfield, 2nd and 6. Dunedin showing more blitzes here, makes sense. Short yardage, correct call. Going to result, though, in a 3-yard gain, so 3rd and inside contain from the Dunedin 45. Short pass, guessed right, 3 men in zone. Incomplete. That's going to force a punt. Don't want to give a short field. Thought about it for a second, but here comes the punt team. Coughlin corner is not going to get many yards here. 28 yards, result in a 20-yard kick, can also be returned. Harper does for 5. So net of 15 yards.
Yeah, if he can't get the turnover, if he could get a touchdown on a punt return, that's just as good, if not better. The key is continuing to get those stops. Still in the 3rd quarter. Now he's got to drive this down, get points. Oof. Because you missed that 2-point conversion, a field goal is on the table here. You can cut it to 13. That's not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
If he hits an edge on Calhoun's car, that could be a big play.
Calhoun has the chops. Stepping away for just a second here.
All right, and it's a 4-yard pickup on another guess wrong run. Colin Bryant in the backfield with Sam Bam Cunningham. Makes you think he might want to run it here to set up a 4th and short, or maybe make it if he runs behind those 2 6s. He's got a 5 at center, 5 at right guard, 6 at tight end. He does run it behind those 6s. He gets the short gain, but containment was in effect. White die 1. It'll be 4th and 1. And again, when you're in an elimination game at this spot, you're going to go for it. Down 3 scores in the 1978 summer sprint playoffs. Off tackle right to Bryant. He moved to 5 linebacker in the zone. Guessed right. It's going to get just what he needed, 1 yard. And that sets up a 1st and 10. Anthony's back to take over the reins.
Looks like Dunedin's made some progress there.
I'm reaching out to Michael to see who he's going to want to play, pending the outcome of this game, of course.
And you have 2nd pick, do you?
I do.
Short pass to Francis. Incomplete. So if Erie advances and Vegas advances, I think we I believe those were 2 out of the last 3 quarterbacks selected. And they'll both end up with playoff wins.
Pretty impressive.
One. The only other one in there was Hayden of those 3. Oh, whoever the Rams quarterback was. Was it Hayden? Third
Yeah.
one. So 2 chances to get a yard here. Might see him try to go over the top for a quick one. I assume Erie is prepared for that. He is. Going to have a guessed wrong run. Gets the short gain. So pays off 16 yards. Up to the Erie 35. Plenty of time. 13:30. Back here. Calhoun, let's take a look at his carries. He's got only 6 left. Short pass, guessed wrong. The 4 makes the play on the 4 white guy. Ooh. Boy, guessed wrong short pass. Down 16 points. You need to make it pay. It's not. And then a guessed wrong run results in the 5 showing up. So Dunedin pounds the table twice in a row. Faces a 3rd and 11. Reese can easily get this on 2 flat passes. Goes to Cunningham off tackle. Gets 9. So nicely done to set up the 4th and 2. And here comes Dennis's point earlier about maybe taking the opportunity for the field goal here. Decides to go for it. Understand either way. Haven't looked at the kicker.
I'll take a look real quick, but you do need 3 scores. From this range, they are 2 through 8.
Mm-hmm. Guessed right. He's going to get it. Touchdown.
Wow.
Can't make the stop. Comes up, guessed right, but vacates the zone, so hedges that way, and that hedge does not work out.
I like the idea of going for it. I don't like this formation.
What formation would you be looking at?
Well, just your full house, that's like that's the money shot right there. But he made it. He got the offensive guard. If it would have been a full house, you can't boost Hannah even higher than a 6. So he knew where he was running, and it didn't matter that he wasn't in full house. So down by 8 now. Suddenly it's a single score game.
Look at that. We have ourselves a ball game.
11:06 to go.
Erie starts out at the 40. Guessed right. First down. Linebacker makes the play. 2nd and 11. Momentum builds on the Dunedin sidelines. Before no blitz now. A little more conservative posture here from Dunedin. All those 6s against that nose tackle of 0. Short pass, guessed right. Barkowski is incomplete. 3rd and 11. 6, bearing down on that 0 nose tackle. Looks like a lonely spot. 3rd and 11. Let's see, an incompletion would be just what the doctor ordered for Dunedin. There's no 10 guessed right incompletion on Barkowski card, so he gets the first down and completion, but instead is sacked on the must run. 4th and 14. Here comes the punter. Cutting straight away this time. Again, the 29-yard punt. 16-yard return. A 28-yard punt. 60 yard net 12 yards, and Dunedin is looking good at midfield. 9:36. All of a sudden, it's a toss-up. More or less.
Yeah, you get I'm not saying complacent, but you get to that point where you got a big lead and you're like, I just got to see this game out. I just got to see this game out, and you just stop moving the ball. And I don't know if it's game calling, dice, whatever it is. The closer it gets, the more nervous you get.
And there you see, you mentioned it, that the wheels have fallen off this half. Bryant has come in and made a big difference for Dunedin. Flat pass to Cunningham. Ball's incomplete. Test that Erie linebacking core, which is all 5s and a 6. Second and 10. Looking ahead. This is a spot where you would punt if you were Dunedin. You're out of danger of having to go for every fourth down now. Flat pass to Cunningham. Again stopped by the linebackers. Third and 10.
He's gone away a little bit on what got him here, which was running the ball. So we haven't seen Colin Bryant on these 2 plays, 2 flat passes, both in the D cards, both misses.
Francis incomplete. Fourth and 10. Here we go. Erie will likely be looking at a punt return.
Good call. You got a punt here. You don't want to get too crazy.
Often corners are dicey in this set. It works out to the 12. So many of these punters can really just shank a coffin corner. Big downside. They don't have that problem as much in the modern sets, of course. 3 yards on first down. We're about halfway through. Short pass. Guessed wrong. Complete 15. Picks up some field position here, does Erie. Out to the 30. $7:12 left. Dennis, you can start blitzing after 7 or 6 minutes. When is the... It's picked off. 2 men in the zone. Nicely called. On the looking pass. And there is no return? No return.
There was a return. It just doesn't show it, right? Because he's already down to the 27.
Answer advancement, no. You see that in the reading?
Yeah, I know. That's a bug. Because you can see clearly that he's taken it back and moved down to the 27. So it doesn't always show you on those interception returns.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe these new charts they're going to put out in the new version will smooth that issue out.
Yep.
But you can ask him afterward. He'll say, yes, I advanced it. What was the question I was going to say?
You can start blitzing in the fourth. Is it the 6
minute? There's no time thing. It's always no blitzing on first down.
Okay, got it.
It's the 3-3-5 and the 4-2-5 that you can do. Yeah, that you can do the last 5 minutes of each half.
5 minutes, hurt. Got it. Calhoun cannot find his short gain, so now 3rd and 8. With 5:42, we are looking most likely at 4-down territory here, unless there's a sack or something extreme that happens. Stays with, keeps the 3-4 on the defensive side, so that's a little bit of a disincentive to throw a flat pass. Let's see what happens here. 3rd and 8, no shotgun, short pass, not double teamed though. Incomplete on the receiver cut. 4th and 8.
Take the kick, play defense, right? Kick the field goal, play defense.
On 8 yards to go with this quarterback, well, flat pass is out. It really would depend on my kicker.
2 through 8 from this range.
Mm-hmm. Gotta throw short. Tough spot against a good D. Got a couple 4s and a 0 to choose from back there. Expect a lot of doubling out of the linebackers here. Only one double. It's not correct. Complete for 14 yards.
Wow, she shows what I know. Gutsy call, great roll, great decision to go for it. Hindsight's 2020. That would have been a missed field goal, by the way, on
Missed
10.
field goal and hey, interception on Stabler's card. Lots of bad out there on that roll.
Hell yeah.
Still 11 yards to go here. Flat pass very much in play. Throwing short to Francis, guessed right. Not double teamed. Picked off.
Went to the well once too often.
Touchback for you. Greasy, 10 of 25. 100 yards, a TD, and 2 picks. Not a vintage game. Isn't that an interesting turn? 4:30 left. Plenty of time. 3 timeouts. Not going to use them yet. Let's see if Erie tries to cross him up. Does not. Sticks with the line buck, even with a man in there. Gets 5. So 3rd and 4. That average D shows up in a way to hurt Dunedin. As Erie has the whole playbook open to him here in this 3rd and 4. Teams are 29 and 15% respectively against 3rd down today. Erie at the 29. Guessed right. Right up the gut. 2 linebackers there. Makes the play. 4th and 5. Forces the punt. So huge stop. Preserves the timeouts. Preserves the time. Depending on what happens here on the return, 14-yard return. So Erie most definitely has their entire playbook open with 2:24 and 3 timeouts.
I'd like to see him get back to run the ball a little bit.
Let's see.
Use those run blockers. And I haven't seen Erie calling pass very often. Or calling run very often, I should say. A lot of pass calls.
There we go. Dennis asks and receives. Calhoun gets 4. 2nd and 6. Bryant now into the game. Heath has plenty of carries left. No worries there. No blitz on 2nd and 6. Guesses run correctly. Man in zone as well. Linebacker can't make that play, though. So 3rd and 3 from the 41.
What is that without the linebacker in the zone? If he had run the other way.
In zone.
Oh, you just moved that little bar at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. That would be a defensive end call.
Yeah, +2 +9. So it would have been a 9-yard gain, but still a good white die result for him. That white die 6 coming in handy.
Yeah, definitely favors Dunedin. Short pass to Francis. Speaking of going to the well one too many times. 4th and 3. Nicely double teamed. Francis has been targeted a bunch. He has 5 of Greasy's 10 completions today. And now we have the ball game here. 4th and 3.
Okay, so you got a 3 wide against a 3-4.
So that's going to prevent some double teams.
That's going to reduce the run ratings if he decides to run it. Maybe he was hoping to catch him in a 3-3-5.
Looking pass against the run. It's complete
My
for
card,
now.
your card. Wow, nice call again. Brian coming up with some clutch calls. Brian F. Both Brian's in this game. Brian L. and Brian F. That was a 5 twice in a row.
Dunedin stays alive. 32 yards away here. They need the 2-point if they get in. Short pass, Lewis. 3 men in zone, guessed right incomplete.
3 5s in a row. Are we stuck? Is there a glitch in the matrix? Passing play, die 5. Passing play, die 5. Passing play, die 5.
Showing him the nickel here against Calhoun on the 2nd and 10. Could see a run. We sure do. End run to Calhoun. Does not make him pay. Loses 2 yards. Huge play there against the odds. 3rd and 12.
And if you're Brian L., you're like, okay, 2 more plays here. I can salt this one away.
Off tackle Calhoun. Gets 73 yards, but it was 3rd down. So it's
containment. My goodness.
So the linebackers make the play.
See, I would have gone hurry up there to keep him in the 3-3-5.
Yes, indeed.
But he has the advantage of bringing in an extra runner, making it harder to contain. And you got 3 potential guys to get that yard for you between Greasy, Cunningham, and Bryant. Or go for the pass.
No blitz shown.
In this rule set with all those 5s and 6 linebackers, I would not flat pass it.
Gets it. Cunningham. Over the pile for 3.
All right, 20 yards, 37 seconds left, assuming he uses his timeout here. Runs are not off the table, but it's a little bit more dicey to try to run it now.
Yeah, they sure are. Gotta stick to the ends if you do. Calhoun.
Yeah, it's got those short gains on in runs. You're right, that's the play. End run, flat pass, or short pass.
Short pass, 4 men in there. Incomplete.
If he connects on one of those, he's down inside the 10 with 2, maybe 3 chances to win it on another short pass or end run. He goes 3 wide now and no Calhoun, so those short gains are out of there.
The receivers really matter here, too, because there's a bunch with 20-yard gains. Incomplete, just misses the interception. There's a bunch out there with 20 yards guessed right short pass. I'm not sure who among these group has that. So, this, Willis might, for example. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
3rd and 10.
2 more shots at the end zone.
Lewis probably does as well. He does. Flat pass. Gets 8 yards in position now for a do-or-die short pass on 4th and 2, if that's the direction he wants to go in. Does Greasy have any gains of 11? Yeah, he does. But there's still time if he gets 11 yards from the 1.
Maybe he runs it here and spikes it and gives him one last pass. You basically have 2 chances. One or 2 chances. He could go flat, and that would give him an extra shot.
Mm-hmm.
I think you stick with the short pass. That's what's gotten you here. Brian L. is not double teaming excessively. Try to hit that good number on Cunningham's card or get some receiver help.
Still no blitz coming. Chandler is double teamed. Throws into that double team complete.
Oh my goodness.
7 shows up just at the right time.
Oh, my stars and garters.
A 1st round pick of Greasy. You get that little nugget, the double team 7 on short pass. And it shows up at just the right time. But it's not over yet. 1 second left. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt.
Players make plays.
And that's why you draft him in the 1st round. I mean,
Yeah.
For most of us.
I mean, he's had a rough game. 13 of 32, 2 picks, barely over 100 yards, but he comes through huge on the
If he misses this,
Correctly double team there.
It sure does. If he misses this, the game wraps up nicely for Dennis's meeting at the top of the hour. If he makes it, then both of us will have a bit of a time crunch here, but I should be able to hang around for OT. Here it is. Blitz is on. Play is in. Linebuck guessed right. The nose tackle makes the play.
He's a 4 too. 33% chance of making the play, but the white die was a 4. Oh no! Even if he would have, either way, it's no conversion, because even if he didn't make the tackle, didn't make the check, it's only +1. So congratulations to Erie.
The team recovers the onside kick, but there's no time on the clock. Yes,
tough roll there. I don't know what he could have done. I didn't see if he had the end run zones covered, but obviously that would have made it if they were empty. The only other option is to go off tackle. I think with a 2 on a pass is not going to help you on the D card.
There's a blank on the short pass as well. So Erie moves on. We have Erie and Vegas moving on. We have Michael Stucci, I believe, on the clock. Correct?
Correct.
Then you on the clock. And then
the short pass was defender X. So but it was a white die 4 though when he's got all 5s and 6s in coverage. So yeah. Never mind.
I think a couple 4s and a 0 out there. So
but it was a white die 4.
Yeah.
So it had to be a 0. That's the only way the defender X would have won.
The third place person behind you, who I forget who that is, Pittsburgh, maybe?
Jersey.
Jersey, yeah. He also gets to select, right? So 3 of you get to select. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
And then Pittsburgh will be stuck with whoever you guys did not pick. All right, well, looking forward to seeing that hopefully later today to completion, and hopefully we can get the second round underway shortly. That will include Erie and Vegas. Congratulations to both. Dennis, anything else?
That's it. Thanks for doing the call, and nice brisk pace, and glad the guys got the game in.
Congrats, and it's just in time for your call, so enjoy your meeting.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
All right, see you.